One to Ace Weekly. Are you ready to ace it with Ava? My name is Ava Lala, and I teach persons skills they can use, whether it be online or offline, just to make sure that they're more efficient. I'm now streaming live in my Facebook group, Ace Weekly, on my YouTube channel, and also on my Facebook business page, Ace It with Ava. Let me know who is here by telling me hi in the comments. Let me know who is here on the session. So if you're watching me on YouTube, remember to subscribe to the channel so that you're notified when videos are posted. Also, if you find this information helpful, always remember to like, comment, and share with someone who you think may benefit from this session. So, hey everyone, let me know who is here right now. Be sure to join my ACE weekly group. In that group, you will get any slide presentations that are used in any of these ACE weekly sessions, which I have weekly on Wednesdays at a new time of 7:30. Used to be 8:30, but now it's 7:30. All right. So make sure that you are checking that out, joining the group so that you can get additional resources that will benefit you in the session. So let me know who is joining in the session, joining from Facebook business page, Ace Weekly Group, and also on YouTube. Okay. Now, if you want to get reminders of these sessions, you can send me an email at acetwithava@gmail.com. Sorry. So you're put on the mailing list so that you get reminders 15 minutes before the session and 1 hour before. All right. So let me know who is joining. Hi. I see the YouTube name says relaxing sounds. So I'm not sure of the name, but hi. Welcome to Ace Weekly. All right. So for today's session, I'm going to be looking on the essential features that you can use in Google Docs. Now, Google Docs is an online application program that allows you to create documents and a variety of things. It works similar to Microsoft Word, but it's an online application. So it also allows you to create documents that are in the Microsoft Word format. So it's a great application that a lot of persons may not be using as they should. And I want to look at 5 features that can make you more efficient in Google Docs. All right. So hi Vanessa. Hi Vanessa. Hi Naika. Hi Cindy. Vivith. Hi. All right. So let's head on over to that. So while I'm sharing the screen, I'm not seeing the comments. So I'll just check back to see if anyone has anything that they are saying. So I'm going to head on over to share my screen so that we can see what's going on. All right. So let's go over here. All right. So here we have discover the top 5 essential Google Doc features for maximum efficiency. So the first one that we're going to be looking on is collaboration. This is where Google Docs really stands apart from Microsoft Word. Usually when people are sharing a Microsoft Word file, they are emailing the file, then somebody makes changes and then they email it back to the person, and then that person makes changes and then they email it back to the person. It's a whole back and forth delay and all sorts of things. I'm sure for those who have used Microsoft Word in this way, you may have found this to be very tedious, time consuming, just not efficient at all. Now, what Google Docs allows you to do is have a collaboration feature. And with this feature, it allows multiple users to work on the document at the same time in real time, making it easy for the team members to collaborate on projects. So I can be working on the document while you're working on it. I can see any changes that you make and you can see changes that I make. So we don't have to have this back and forth resaving the document and all sorts of things. So this feature is particularly useful for remote teams as it allows team members to work on the same document from different locations. So users can also see the changes made by other users in real time, as we mentioned before. And this helps you to prevent conflicting edits, because you may be making the same kind of changes and don't even realize because they're in a different document. And it helps you to better keep track of any changes being made. So additionally, users can assign tasks and set deadlines to keep team members on track. So let me show you how the collaboration tool actually works. So I'm coming on over here to a practice document. It's just a document that has some questions in it. So if I were to share this with my team members, how I would go about doing so is at first I have to make sure that my document is saved. So here I name it by just typing whatever name I want here on the top left, and then I go here to share. So when I click on share now, I have the opportunity now to add collaborators to the document. So here it says add people and groups. So I'll basically be adding the email address of anyone I want to add to the document. So I'm just going to add it to myself, acewithava@gmail.com. I can make sure that the person gets a notification in their email that, hey, you've been added to this document. And I will also type a message letting them know what the document is about. So this document is for you to check through and make any necessary changes. I can type whatever I want to them. But most importantly, you want to also adjust the kind of access persons have to the document. Not all persons you want to be able to do the same thing. So we have viewer, where the person can just look through, but they can't make any edits. Commenter, they can look through and make comments on different parts of the document. And then you have editor. They can comment, look through, make changes. They have the full privileges in this document to do what is necessary. And then when you click send, the person will get an email because I have this ticked that they can do whatever I told them to do. And they will get a message with it as well. So you can also copy a link and share it with the person in another way. So I'll just click send here. And you can add more than one person in the email section, and they will all get a note that they've been added to that document. So the collaboration feature is definitely one that sets Google Docs apart from Microsoft Word with that feature. Saves a lot of time and eliminates the back and forth because people can be working on the document at the same time. So have you used the collaboration feature? Let me know in the chat. Have you used this feature? Check in the chat for those who have ever used this feature. I'm assuming a lot of you are using Google Docs. Yes, give me a 1 if you are using Google Docs. And have you used the collaboration feature? And did you know how beneficial it was to be using it? Because as I said, you can work on the document at the same time instead of being back and forth and wasting precious time. All right, so just checking through the comments to see what persons are saying, read that. So this is one of the features that definitely helps you to save time that you need to be using with Google Docs. All right, so I see several persons saying 1. Yes, they use it. So Cindy say 1 and Vanessa says 1. All right, so great. So let's go back to the list itself. So heading on back over and sharing my screen again. All right, so we talked about collaboration. Now the other one we want to look at, not only before we look at the other one, just so that you see that some steps are here that tells you how to go about that. Remember that these slides will be available in the ACE Weekly Facebook group, so you can get them once you are part of the group. If you're not in the group, be sure to join the group tonight and get access to this particular slide presentation and any other slide presentations that have been done in previous ACE Weekly sessions. So it says open Google Docs in the document you want to collaborate on. Click on the share button, which you saw us do a while ago. Enter the email addresses of who you want to share the document with. Set the appropriate permissions, which is what we did, who can edit, view, comment, remember that? And then finally, you would click done or you click send, and the person would get an email letting them know that they can be a collaborator. Version history. This comes in very handy when a mistake or something went wrong along the way, or you just want to keep track of different changes that have been made through a particular document. So Google actually keeps track of different changes in what they call version history. All right, so let's look at this. So keeping track of changes made to the document by viewing the version history, and it allows you to see previous versions of the document and restore earlier versions if needed. So suppose you made a change that you said, no, gosh, I don't want to make that change anymore, like a big change. You had multiple changes. You're able to, if you remember when, what date and time and such that you made a certain change, you can go back and check through and see that, okay, this is what it was originally, and then you can restore that version, meaning put it back to what it was. So you can also see who made changes and when, making it easy to keep track of the document's evolution. This feature is particularly useful for keeping track of the important documents such as legal documents or contracts. So let me know in the chat who has used version history. It's a feature that a lot of people are sleeping on where Google Docs is concerned. A lot of people are not checking for this. So where do you find it? So when the document is open and you want to view whatever document you want to view the version history for, of course, you need to open it. And then you will click on File in the top left-hand corner, select Version History, and then you will see the different versions. So let's check on this one. This one may not have any. Let's see if it does. So it said click on. Let's go back and see what it told us to click on. File. So let's do that. And then we have version history here. And here it says you can name current version, but this is what we want. We want to see version history. So when we click on it, it shows that this has 3 versions. It has an October 14th version. So we can click on that and see what may have been going on with that. And it allows us to restore that version. This doesn't look like it has anything in there. So let's look on this one. So we see that this one has something in there. All right. I notice this bar down here, I have checked it to show the changes. And then here I can say restore this version if I wanted to keep this. And we see that this version here only has this first page, and these are the changes. As you see, anywhere you see a line through it, it means that that was erased. So even though it's showing us that the document had this, it doesn't have it anymore. And how we know? If I take off show changes, it's only going to show me what currently exists in the document. So if you don't want to confuse yourself or anything, you can make sure that you uncheck the show changes. But as you see, you're able to restore the different versions depending on how many changes were made to the document. So remember, if you are finding this session helpful, if you are on my YouTube channel watching, remember to subscribe to the channel so that you can get notified when videos like this are posted. If you're watching on Facebook, my Facebook business page, like, comment, and share with someone who you think will benefit from this session. So we're jumping right into the third feature that you need to be using in Google Docs, which is comments. How many people are using comments? So not only can you collaborate, meaning make different changes in the document at the same time, you are also able to make comments with whomever is working in the document. So let's see what comments are all about for those who may not be using this feature. So you can leave comments and feedback at specific parts of the document, making it easy for the team member to communicate and discuss the document without having to meet in person. Comments can be used to ask questions, provide feedback, or suggest changes. Comments can also be assigned to specific team members, ensuring the right person sees the comment and responds to it. So we also have how do you find it? So with comments, of course, you're going to open the document that you want to make comments to. You're going to highlight the text you want to comment on, click on insert, select the comment, and so on, and then type your comment and press comment. So let's see what that's all about. So let's go back to the document here. So we see that the first thing it said is that we're going to highlight the text that we want to comment on. So if I wanted to make a note here, I would select it. So let's say I want to make a note about freelancer. I select it, then I'm going to go to insert, and then I'm going to go to comment. Here you see it shows my name. This is the name of the Google Drive email that I'm using, and I can make a comment. So I can say, provide a definition for this term. And then I click comment. So what happens is that whenever anybody that's using this particular document, when they come here, they will see that there's a comment here. When they click on it, it will take them to where the comment is in reference to. Someone can reply to it by telling me, okay, what kind of definition do you want, blah, blah, blah. So they have that possibility to do. And the comment can also be edited. I can edit it, and I can also delete it. Now, suppose I want to assign this comment to a specific person. Let me just delete this. Delete. So I can do the same selection. So let me select it again. And then I will go back to my insert and my comment, and I will type in the @ sign and then the email address for who I want to assign this comment to. So let's say I am assigning it to this email right here. I will have the email, and then I can type my message. This, please define this term. Define this term. And then I would click assign, because I want that person to get a notification that this has been assigned to them. And then I click assign. So they will get an email that wherever they will see the note. And when they come into the doc, once they click on it, it will take them here, and they know that there's a comment. They can reply to the comment as well, and so on. And when the person who the assignment is for, when they enter the document, they usually have an option that they can click done, that they have completed whatever assignment they got. Wow, that was a mouthful. So that is how comments work. So let me know in the chat who has been using comments. All right, so persons were saying they weren't seeing what I'm doing. Let me know if nobody's seeing. Oh my gosh, so I was sharing my screen, and so nobody has been seeing any of the demonstrations that I've been doing. Nobody? Let me know. You haven't been seeing me showing my screen, or you didn't see that last one. Which one didn't you see? Let me see. Which one didn't you see? Or you weren't seeing any of the examples? So if you weren't seeing any of the examples, just to make sure, in case you weren't seeing any of the examples, let me just go back, because it seems my screen share may be having a little problem. All right, so no, none of them. Wow. All right, so let's head on back over there. I hope, I'm wondering, what were you seeing? Were you just seeing I don't even want to know what you're seeing. All right, so let me go back to sharing my entire screen so that you can see what's going on. All right. Okay, so let's go back. So were you seeing the slides? Were you seeing anything? Oh my gosh. Apparently I have to do a redo. All right, let's go back. Okay, so with this, I was showing my slides and talking and everything, and nobody was seeing a thing. So we have collaboration, and I had defined what collaboration was all about. And we have all the steps that tell you how you go about collaborating. And then I went on to verge on history. So let me show you the collaboration again. So here in collaboration, we have the document here, and then we go to share here on the top right. And then you will type in the email address of who you want to share it with. So in this case, I'm typing in my acewithava@gmail.com. You can tick this option here that says notify people. That will let them send me an email. I can type a note to them. This file needs to be edited. And then here where it says editor, view, commenter, I can choose how or the type of access the person has. And then I would click send. So if I want them to make changes, there will be an editor. If I want them just to look at it and can't make any changes, there will be a viewer. And if I want them to be a commenter, they can just comment alone. And then I would click send and they will get that note. So that was all about the collaborator. So let's look at the version history again so that persons can see the demonstration. So with version history, you're here in your Google Doc, and then you will go to your file, and then here you have version history, and then see version history. This allows you now to see the different versions so you can choose which one you want to restore. You can have it where you click show changes. So notice that this first version, that is today's date, see it here? That's just one document, but one page. But if I want to show the changes that were made, you'll see that it has a section here that was removed. You see the lines going through it, so you know that that doesn't exist anymore for that particular version. We see this other version here. All of this is right here. If you want to see what it looks like when it doesn't have any changes, it just has the document as is, it will show as such. All right, and we see that this version doesn't have anything in there, so we don't want that. So if you wanted to restore, meaning go back to a particular version that you had, you would click this button here that says restore this version. So wheeling and coming again. All right, so that was version history. And we had the steps here that I discussed just a while ago. For comments now, somebody can comment on your document and you can go back and forth and have like a chat in the comments. So in comments, let's go back. So what you would do, you can select what you want the comment to be on. So I select here freelancer, then I go to insert, then I go to comment. So here where it says comment, I can type a comment. I can say, please define this term. And then I can click comment. Now you notice I haven't assigned this to any particular person, but when anyone goes to this document and clicks the comment, they will see the section highlighted and they will see the comment. You're able to edit your comment and you can also delete your comment and you can make additional comments on the comment. People can reply to your comment as well. But if you wanted a particular person to be assigned to the task, let me delete and show you. You would actually select again. Then you would go back to insert, comment, and I'm gonna type the @ and then the email address of who I want to assign this to. So is it with Ava? So I tag them, basically it's a tag, and then I can say, please define this term. Then I'm going to check it because I'm assigning it to this person, check assign to, and then I click the button assign, and they will get an email letting them know that they have been assigned this task, and they come into the document, they click on the note, it will take them to wherever the note is referring to, they can reply to it, and they can also have an option that allows them to click done when they have done what was necessary. So let me head on back over to make sure that you all were seeing this now. Let me know you were seeing this now. Good, perfect. Oh my gosh, nobody was seeing. All right, so remember, like, love, whatever you want to do, interact with the video. It helps me when you do so. All right, so thanks guys for letting me know that you weren't seeing. So we're gonna head on over to the other type of feature. So we looked at 3 so far. So let's look on the other feature. What happened, guys? I was messing with the sharing options and I didn't even realize that it had not changed back to what it was. So sorry about that. All right, so those were the comments. So we're going to head on over now to templates. And the great thing about templates is that it offers you a guide. You have something to work with. So here you can choose templates from resumes, letters, and more. And you can easily customize it to your needs. So they save time and they ensure that your document has a consistent look and feel. So they also provide a starting point for documents, and you can also be able to do this if you're not familiar with the document. So sometimes, we always need a guide, like, what does it look like? What is it all about? So that's how templates are beneficial to you. So where do you find the templates? You're going to go to docs.google.com. So this particular website will take you straight into the templates. So remember, if you want this slide presentation, you can just request to join ACE Weekly group. It's facebook.com/groups ACE Weekly. So here you have the different templates. So you can click on this right here to see all of them, template gallery. And you can choose the different ones. So you have resumes, recipes. You should have even calendars, anyone that you want. You can choose it if you want to know the layout for a job letter. All of these things are here available for you to choose any template you want, class notes, all of these things. So we know resume is a popular thing, lesson plans for teachers who want like a guide to look at. So if you want a resume, which is very popular, you can look on the resume ones and click on it. Anyone that strikes your fancy. So let's say I click on this one. When it comes up, I'm able to edit any part of it. I can rename it. I can change the color. You notice that this is green, so I can decide that I want it. Everybody who knows me, I will choose purple. All right, so you can just edit it any way you want and so on. So you get an idea of how the different template should be set up. So we see the steps here. Click on template gallery and then browse through the templates, customize the templates to your needs. Now, some of these features, as I said, I know you may know of them. Some persons may know of them but aren't using them. Some may not know of them at all, but after tonight's session, I'm sure everyone will be using these features to make your Google Docs experience more efficient. And the final one is add-ons. Add-ons. As its name says, add-on. You're adding to Google Docs. So you can use add-ons to enhance the functionality of Google Docs. So you don't have to only use the features that Google Docs came with. You can also add on additional features. Some of these add-ons are free. Some of them are at a cost. But based on how much more efficient it makes you, you can make the investment in some of these. But you do have free ones. So these can be used to add new features, such as the ability to sign documents electronically or to create charts and diagrams. Add-ons can also be used to integrate Google Docs with other tools, such as project management software or customer relationship management software. This can help to streamline workflows and increase productivity. All right, so where do you find these add-ons? So you open the Google Doc that you want to add the add-on, and then you go to extensions in the top menu, select add-ons, and go to get add-ons. And then you're going to look for the add-on that you want. Click on it, install it, and of course you have to configure it, because you know that Google wants to say, do you allow permission, all those kind of stuff. You have to go through the regular rigmarole when you're doing your add-on. So let's come back to the same document. Let me just delete the comment. So here, as it says, you go to extension, add-ons, get add-on. And here, sometimes it takes a bit of time to load depending on what's going on your computer and such, on your internet. So you see that you can check what's going on here with add-ons, most popular, editor's choice, all these things you can choose from, the different categories that are there that you can choose from. And you can choose what you want it for. Do you want it for Google Docs, or do you just want to see open add-on, just all the add-ons that are available? You can search by price, paid, free of charge, all these things you can search for. So utilize the filters feature where necessary. So you see here price, so we can say free of charge. Rating, we want maybe 4, let's say 4 and up. And since we're doing Google Docs, let's say we want for Google Docs. And we can see some of the options that are here. You see you have automagical forms. You can search through them and see what they allow you to do. But just to show you just an example of what you have to go through when you're putting in the add-on. So let's say I click on this mail merge one. So I go to install, and then it's going to want permission. So I click continue. And it's going to ask me, which Google Drive do you want to use? I want to use this one. And then it's warning me with all these things, telling me you have access to your whole life and everything. And if you're okay with that, you click allow. Of course, read through and see what you're willing to allow it to do. And then here it says Mail Merge has been installed. You have successfully installed a Google Workspace add-on and all these things. Click done, and then you can move on. You can also look and read about the add-on before adding it on and such. So when you close it and stuff, most times you will see whatever you had installed over here, but you can check it out some more and see what's what. All right, so we looked at 5 features that you may not have been using that you need to use to make sure that you are more efficient when it comes to using your Google Drive. All right, so who can remember the 5? Let me see, which 5 did we talk about? You can just drop them in the comments if you remember. If you want to get access, as I said, to these slides, you can join the Ace Weekly group. Let me just put up where you find it. So Ace Weekly, facebook.com/groups/Ace Weekly. You can join and see the replay of this session as well as any slide presentations that come with the presentation. And if you want to be a part of a supportive community where you have me that can guide you in the online space, teach you skills that you can use, whether it be offline or online, to make you more efficient or just to earn from these skills, you can check out my membership group, my paid membership, and you can find out more information about it by emailing me at acewithava@gmail.com. All right, so thank you so much for those who joined me live. Remember to like, share if you found this content helpful. If you want to be reminded of these sessions that are on a Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., you can also email me at acewithava@gmail.com with your email so that I will add you to the mailing list. All right, guys, so thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Bye, guys. Bye.